Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about energy transactions and why when you're in any type of exchange it's important to have clean energy. And what I mean by clean energy is both parties are in agreement and want to make it so that it's a fair transaction. Have you ever noticed that when transactions are not feeling good is when you don't really know the terms and conditions? Maybe you thought you were going to pay one price, but then they're suddenly asking for a different price, or they have some sort of hidden fee. I don't really like that, and I don't like to feel tricked in any transaction I have. And that's something that I think is really important when it comes to money and business, is having these clean transactions and having transactions that feel good to you. One of the things that had recently happened to me was there was this woman who, I won't get into the details, but basically the terms and conditions were not clear on either side, my side or her side, and it just felt so off for both of us because both of us thought the transaction was different from what was truly being transacted. And I think that's when things can feel really icky and don't feel good to me. So what I've been doing to really raise my energy when it comes to money is making sure that the transactions that I'm having are clean and feel good to me. That's something that I think will really up level your mindset around money and wealth creation, and making sure that the flow of energy feels good and feels clean for you. I've noticed that when it doesn't feel good, when you don't feel good around money, it can constrict the flow to you. And it is when you don't feel good around the transaction that you have, and when you don't feel like the energy that you're putting out when you are writing a check, when you're swiping your credit card, that is going to be put out into the universe. If you do believe in karma, if you do believe in the flow of money and the karma of money, it really does matter. And one of the things that I think is really important when it comes to money and the energy that you bring to your business and transactions is making sure the terms and conditions are super clear. And I think the seller needs to be super clear, but also the buyer as well. If you have any clarifying questions or anything that you need answered, go ahead and ask. If you feel like what you're buying isn't good and you feel like it's not something that's going to make your life better, then don't buy it. Both the buyer and the seller have this energy of, both parties, they want to feel good in the exchange. You want to feel, if you're on the receiving end, you want to feel like what you are purchasing is worth the energetic exchange that you are giving, and vice versa. If you are the buyer, if you're the seller, then you want to make sure that you're being appropriately compensated for your divine gifts, for your energy, for your time, for your service. That is all really, really important, and something that I think is not talked a lot about is having these clean, energetically aligned transactions. And this is something I am consistently working on, because just recently, like I was saying, I had a transaction that just felt really negative, and I'm sure that other person felt negative as well. And it's something that I'm going to definitely be more mindful about. And especially if you're in touch with your intuition and you're a woman, you kind of get vibes of the people that you surround yourself with, the energy of what it is that you are going to purchase. And if the vibe is off, then don't buy it. If something feels off, maybe it feels like either too good, or it could just feel like not appropriate at the time, there's just like an energy that is around it, then don't buy it. I would just steer clear from that transaction and make sure that the energy is aligned. For example, when I am selling something, I make sure to put good energy and good intention behind what I am selling, and I try to make the transaction as open and as clear as possible so people know what they are going to get. Because when you deliver less quality or you deliver something that wasn't as described, the other person may get mad. And I have been on the receiving end of that, where what I bought was not what I was told it was going to be. And that can definitely put your energy off and make it so the transaction doesn't feel good. Let me know in the comments if this resonates below, and if you've had any, scenarios that have occurred where the energy of the transaction was not good, and what you can do to make sure that you are in alignment with making sure you have clean energy transactions. I really do think this is a huge, huge thing that I have been working on, that once I understand it fully, it's going to make my mindset around money, around business, transform. And I feel like this is something that is always going to be something that we as human beings are going to work on, because we're always buying, we're always selling. Even if you have a 9 to 5, I'm sure that you're exchanging your time, you're exchanging your energy for money, and you want to make sure that that transaction feels good and feels clean. So let me know in the comments below if any of this resonated with you. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.